We are live. Looks like I'm buffering. Yeah, I think I'm buffering. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me get it right for y'all. All right, all right. We should be good right here. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Zulu Gutter. Like, share, subscribe, comment. um, wanted to do this video yesterday, but I got busy. Um, I actually think I had this set up since Saturday, I believe. But as the title stands, reverse hypergamy got me effed up. Um, we spend so much emphasis on talking about women's hypergamy, and there's another thing to where men are shamed to uh, require things like financially oriented or economically oriented from women. Um, but along with the standards being a one-sided stereotype to where women can have standards and men can't. I'm just not with the bullshit. I'm just telling y'all like it is. I ain't with the bullshit. Um, the way I look at it, for so long you be docile about a lot of things, and between standards and for women and a woman's hypergamy, like dudes are just docile. And sometimes masculinity and being macho can interfere with our common sense, um, especially when you on a playing field and you're competing, or you're just trying to be in the best position on the playing field, whether you just make your own moves and carve your own path or whatever. But you do come in contact with uh, opportunities, transactions, and offers, right? And for so long, women have been holding the bar on certain things like standards and hypergamy. And I'm just here to tell you, man, I ain't with the bullshit no more. Uh, I don't let a woman ask me for shit that she can't cover, that she can't do herself, especially in this particular time period. And for decades now, when they've been claiming independence and have entered into the workforce and say they can, say they got their own and they're after the bag and they can buy this and buy that. Like, don't come to me expecting me to afford you some shit that you don't got, that you can't cover, that you don't have the potential to have, and that you're not willing to work for. Um, and what sparked me to this is, what really sparked me to this, I've been on this, but I'm taking it to another level. Like I'm taking it to another level. Okay, I had a female, 35 years old. I recently met. Female took an interest in me, right? She had been divorced, I think maybe the last couple of years or so, but previously married for like 11 years. The last few years of that 11-year marriage, she was off and on with her husband. Um, I even think they split up within the first 8 for like a few months or something like that. So, but she wound up adopting a 14-year-old out of the family of her ex-husband. So she has a 14-year-old adopted child, right? So single again, 35 years old, 14-year-old adopted child. And she told me how much she liked me and how much she thought I was a nice guy, which I had to correct that shit because I let her know I'm not a nice guy. I'm a reasonable guy, a nice guy. So, I breathe nose in a heartbeat if it's necessary and don't hesitate, right? So she's like, well, I think the only issue is you don't want kids. Now, look, I'm 41. I got a daughter already. Okay. And I ain't on child support. Um, at 41 years old, do the math. On average, from 0 to 18, that's $250,000 per child, right? When I'll be damn near 60. So I'm not trying to work until I'm 70. I'm damn sure not trying to work from 62 to 65. I'm trying to be done. I'm trying to be done before that, right? Um, my daughter's covered. Okay. I'm not adding another $250,000 to this deal. And that $250,000, I need that to retire, you know. And I got plenty of big booty women overseas, and buying second home overseas. You know what I'm saying? I know where homes are real cheap overseas, some of the countries that I'm interested in. So I am not about to allow a female to ask me for something and expect me to afford that shit. I'm not doing it. So you know what I asked her? I asked her, did she have $1 million? And I said this on the stream the other day with some fellas, you know what I'm saying, when I went on the panel. I asked her, do you have $1 million to make a deposit on that kid and to be able to cover that kid from 0 to 18, as well as pretty much do the majority of the caregiving? Because I'm only gonna do so much. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got the money to pay, yeah, you can do that. And and of course, I need a percentage of that. So, you got the 250,000 upfront prepaid from 0 to 18 to cover the kid. You got an additional another quarter mil that goes my way, and then you got another 500,000 to retire off of. Okay. And also you got to sign additional paperwork saying there will never be no child support, family court, custody issues, none of that. Okay. So, and she was like, well, I don't got $1 million. Okay, well, I'm like, well, how much money do you got? Because like you gotta have some paper. You gotta be able to cover that, you know. And that just don't go for a kid. Like from now on, you guys, look, man, when these women come to you, you know, because I don't date. I know y'all shouldn't be dating, but you still probably come across a female that you take an interest in, and whether you meet her online or approach her or whatever, and you follow the proper techniques, not to be spending no money right off or anything like that. Get caught in no dating circle, no sex circle. But if you get far enough along and getting to know them in the conversation and seeing where the person's head is at, and they talk about what they want, and when you gauge them, don't let them try to present that to you like it's something that you have to do or you have to financially use whatever, any kind of energy or whatever to make that happen. When you look at them and analyze them, and they look like they can't provide that. So y'all talk about what do women bring to the table. I don't ask them what they bring to the table. I tell them what they need to bring to the table. And if they tell me certain things, what they're looking for and what they want, then that's what you need to be able to take care of, cover, afford, and bring to the motherfucking table. Okay. And then I'm gonna ask some shit. You know, stop asking these females for what they bring to the table. Stop asking for submission or cooperation. Tell them straight up. If they can't do it, then they're a concubine. They'll jump off. They're a one nighter, or you just bypass them. Period. You know, I mean, it is, and this is where I'm at with it. So all that telling me what you looking for in a man and your standards and shit. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's lovely. Oh yeah, can you do those things? Can you afford those things? Can you cover those things? Can you make a deposit on those things? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and let me add this in addition to what you said, because I require you to do those things that you just mentioned that you want me to do, and I'm gonna add to that so you can do some of the things that you said that you want from me that I think you should be able to do too. And I'm gonna just put the list out there on the table for everybody to do and see what the fuck happened. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I ain't no way, man. Ain't no way I'll be out here letting the motherfucking broad tell me I need this and I need that. I need you to do this and I need you to do that and I want this and I want that. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Can you pay for all that, cover all that, take care of all that? Are you sure you up to the task of handling all that? What do you mean? Like, well, you're gonna have to cover a lot of that shit. You're gonna have to help pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit you have to pay damn near on your own up front. Because I'm not with some of that shit. Definitely kids at the top of the list. I wish a bitch would. But man, this your boy Zulu Go, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. I'm out here on the job. I took a little intermission. I had to get this one off, man, because this is a tool for y'all, brothers, man. Reverse hypergamy, bro. It's in effect as of today. It was really in effect over the past weekend, but as of today, I'm giving you guys a new tool, and this coincides with your demand for standards, and it also coincides with incorporating her standards and putting responsibility on her for the standards that she throws out there for you. And pretty much, I'm finna tell you, you have to set your table up. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We setting the table up. You take her standards, you look at them, you analyze them, and make sure that she can do the things on her list that she asks and she can afford and accommodate. And then you add to that motherfucking list. You know what I'm saying? And make them pay. They have to pay. They can't talk about nothing that costs if they can't afford it on their own and cover that shit and put deposit down on that shit. Pretty much. And everything gonna be paperwork intensive. We don't do nothing without supplemental contracts. So reverse hypergamy is in effect. We got a new tool, fellas. You heard it here first with your boy Zulu Gullah. And fuck what they talking about. If they try to put it in the category 50-50 or a man ain't paying for everything, they can kiss my ass. Pretty much. And that's that on that. So I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna get on out of here, man. And I'm gonna holler back. So be cool, and just let me know, man.